Hello. I had a statement to say you were banned on Twitter or whatever because you dead named somebody. I just wanted to say that two wrongs does not make a right. It's not right that you were deplatformed. I don't think anybody should be deplatformed.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel at It's a Makeover. Today I'm sharing with you. We're going to be checking out Charlie Kirk Smash Radia Pro Trans Student. So without further ado, let's get started.
Hello. I had a statement to say you were banned on Twitter or whatever because you dead named somebody. I just wanted to say that two wrongs does not make a right. It's not right that you were deplatformed. I don't think anybody should be deplatformed for saying anything. I fully believe in freedom of speech. But I mean, I wasn't so happy with you. You seem kind of proud about, not proud, but it just wasn't seemed wrong to you that you were dead naming somebody. I get it. You know, if it was a mistake, that's fine.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't? Okay. Well, okay, then you're proud of it. That does not make it right. I think as generations go on, we become more accepting to things. And I think that even if you don't like somebody, it's not a good idea to normalize dead naming.
Yeah, so can you explain to our audience what is dead naming? You probably know it better than I do.
Is when somebody transitions and they choose a new name conforming to their gender. So if their name was Lisa before and they changed it to Jack, if you called them Lisa before that, or Lisa after they transitioned, that is dead naming.
What's wrong with that?
I think it's very wrong because I have a lot of trans friends, and if they were dead named, it would be, shattering to them because it's something that is so personal to them. What?
Shattering?
Yes. Yes. It's who they are now. People don't transition just for the hell of it, you know? It's a very personal thing to them. They don't do it to appeal to the other gender or whatnot.
Yeah, but let's think about it. Isn't it part of their biography? Can you really erase history and act as if that wasn't your name for a while? For example, it was another name than Rachel Levine.
Well, why do names matter so much? I mean, it's what you want to be called. It's just a title for you.
But it's part of your biography, right? It's a fact that a man who now thinks he's a woman had a family, got married, and then magically decided to no longer be a man. I was talking facts, so your problem would be with telling of a biography?
Well, I mean, it's not as deep as you think it is. It's just somebody, it's them now. And it's just being respectful.
Oh, okay, but it's being respectful by not being able to act as if they were something that they weren't. Isn't their whole identity in being no longer what they were? So it shouldn't shatter them. It should be empower them.
No.
So then why do they call themselves trans if it's not their whole identity?
Well, people don't go out saying, guess what? I'm trans.
Yeah, they do.
They just kind of exist. That's Twitter. That's Twitter. I can guarantee you.
And TikTok and most campuses and the trans groups and the trans flag and the trans parade and the trans music and the trans stuff. People say they're trans all the time. If the change is not part of their identity, then why do they call themselves trans?
Well, I mean, it's just a title. Everybody, our society is more, we want titles for just about everything.
I agree. So I don't accept the title, and I should have a right not to accept it.
Well, everybody has a right to be respected. They haven't done any wrong to you.
No, you don't have a right to be respected. You have a right to speak. You have to earn respect in a decent society.
Okay, I'm sorry. I want to fully understand what you mean,
Yeah, so for example, I don't respect the Unabomber.
Okay.
That's an extreme example.
Okay.
I don't respect people that perform abortions.
Okay.
I don't respect people that medically mutilate children.
Okay.
And I don't respect someone that is taking Lupron and says they're a man all of a sudden and demands I comply. That's not the way the world works. Respect must be earned.
I think respect is just a give, it's a base thing. It's not like I'm going to go into this room and say, I disrespect every single one of you because you don't believe what I believe or you're not presenting how I want. You know?
Well, okay, so what about my respect? Why was I kicked off Twitter? You said it's wrong, but you can all of a sudden see where your viewpoint quickly becomes, and we have to shut somebody up because you deserve respect.
Honest to God, I'm not trying to I'm kind of losing my thoughts a little bit, but I just want to put out there that I think it's just basic human respect. You know, it's not that deep. People just, if they feel one way and they truly believe it, it's not just, oh shit, I feel like being a boy now. It's not just a on the whim decision. It's something that's held inside them.
Right. Well, hold on a second. But I just want to. I think you're being sincere in this regard. But why? So let's just take gender affirming care or whatever you might call it.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So affirming someone's mental delusion, where they think they're a man or a woman, why is that the appropriate line of treatment? For example, do we give liposuction to people that are anorexic?
Well, no, I mean, I think
No, because we know better. We know it's going to harm them, and we love that person.
No,
So that's not medicine. That would be torture.
Yeah, and not everybody who decides to transition decides to change their genitalia or go through something completely irreversible, right?
That's true. Some do, though. Tens of thousands.
I have conflicted opinions on gender affirming surgery because it's irreversible, and if it's a decision made too young of an age, then it's not right to do it on children.
No, that's fair. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
I really mean that, and you should be encouraged. I wish more people were sane enough to say that. But let me kind of complete the point. A biography should not be eliminated because someone demands respect. For example, I can say that Muhammad Ali used to be called Cassius Clay. It's part of his life. And then he found Islam, and he decided to be called something else. And all of a sudden, you get this rancor and this uproar that somehow I'm being hateful and no longer worthy of a Twitter platform because I said a fact that Levine had a name and a family and was a man and then claims he's a woman. If all of a sudden history and facts can be erased, we are dangerously approaching a 1984 dystopian world control scenario that I don't think any of us should entertain. Final thoughts?
Okay, to wrap it up, my point was basically just I think it's better to normalize or not normalize, but like not put out that it's okay to do these types of things. I think it's just general human respect. I think we just all need to become more accepting, and we don't really need to,
Got it. And so my opinion is 180. We have clarity, not agreement. I'm not going to accept mental delusions with force.
Speaking of respect,
What do you think?
in my actually speaking, making it clear to her about can people respect, you can't people acknowledge. Because like you said, that you can't respect people without collaboration.
It's not a little bit of pressure. Say that respect medical personnel that
Well, people the way they present people that respect.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you something clear, but you not respecting them actually make them feel so.
No, I just like what you said, respect is end. You don't force people to do it. Just like when you look at I don't know how to put it. What is something that irritates you? Like when you see people doing something and you're like, or it seems at the point you're like, I lose my respect for this person. Like, what can the person ever make you to go to that?
Sometimes it's something I don't like.
That's why they say respect is end, it's not given. So if you do something that's why at the end of the day respect is subjective. If you do something that I don't like or something you don't like and you just look at it like I don't have respect for this person, I'm losing my respect for this person. I feel what the lady is trying to say is just like a normal moral yes, it's like if I go into a room, I don't have to respect everybody there to act as moral. Because you see some people that just drop down rude. Like they can just go into a room and they're giving everyone attitude, like doing the free like stuff like stuff like they're just rude, they're basically rude. That's not even a respect that way. You see the way they have conversation with each other. They may not respect one another, but they were civil enough to be able to let the other person speak and pour out their own opinion or let their knowledge be known. But you'll see some people they can stand up there and they're bashing you, shouting over you, arguing, saying you're this, saying you're that. Like that's respect is far from that. We're not talking about respect. They're not them themselves. They're just not okay because you won't go there and be talking anyhow, shouting anyhow. So just normal civil things that people can do. I feel like what she was trying to say that if someone changes someone to do, just be civil enough to not call them out, not call their own name that it may trigger them or make them upset. And she said names don't mean much. So I feel if names don't mean much, then you calling them that past name shouldn't trigger them or stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I can understand why that can be upsetting. I can understand this because I can put myself in their own shoes and understand why they feel that way. But everyone are not obligated to make you feel good. So I get his point, I get her point, and it doesn't matter because I can't change it whether I understand both of them. But it was a nice video by the way, and we'd love to see more videos like this. So please let us know if you got a reaction. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos. See you on the next one. Bye.